Okay, students, we'll continue the lesson. Okay, what is meant by denaturation of protein? The process which changes the biological properties of a protein without changing the chemical composition of a protein is called denaturation, and denaturation is brought by adding acid or base, that means change in pH, by changing the pH, by heating, by adding urea like reagent, okay, which disrupts the hydrogen bonds, and by adding detergent, not reagent, it is detergent, by adding a detergent like sodium dodecyl sulfate, okay, which interrupts the hydrophobic interactions present between the polypeptide chains. Okay, mainly denaturation is denaturation. In denaturation, one type of protein changes to another type of protein. Mainly it is it brought change in tertiary structure. Tertiary structure. In tertiary structure, what are the types of main types of structures? Globular protein and fibrous protein. Okay, so one form of protein changes to another form. If you take examples, boiling of a egg. Okay, so it is well known example. When an egg is boiled, what happens? The albumin, egg albumin present in white of the egg is coagulated, and converts into fibrous protein. Okay, in raw egg, the albumin is a globular protein which is soluble in water, but when boiled, the albumin is coagulated and convert into fibrous protein which is insoluble in water. Okay, so on boiling, the soluble globular protein is converted into insoluble fibrous protein. Okay, so it is converted into white solid, right? So that is an example of denaturation. Another example of denaturation is conversion of milk into cheese, or preparation of cheese from milk. How cheese is prepared from milk? First, milk is boiled, and in hot stage itself, some lemon juice is added. Some lemon juice is added means lemon juice contains citric acid. That means we are changing the pH of the protein. Okay, so in when this lemon juice is added, milk albumin, which is globular protein, converts into fibrous protein. Okay, so these are the examples of denaturation of protein. Right? And next, in this chapter we discussed the structure of glucose. Of course, we have forgotten to discuss the structure of fructose. Okay, now we will discuss the structure of fructose. Fructose is also known as honey sugar. Its formula is also C6H12O6. Okay, so it is obtained It is obtained in the hydrolysis of sucrose. In the hydrolysis of sucrose along with glucose. Along with the glucose. Okay. Then glucose is added water and hydrolyzed. Then it converts into glucose and fructose. So glucose and fructose are monosaccharide units. As it gives two monosaccharide units, that sucrose is called a disaccharide. Okay, C6H12O6. Right. It is levorotatory. It is levorotatory. That means it is levorotatory. That means it turns plain pulsate light okay towards or in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so optical activity. It has a optical activity means it will have some chiral carbon atoms. Now we will discuss the structure of it is written as D minus fructose. D minus fructose. What this D indicates? Capital D and capital L indicates the spatial arrangement of hydrogen and OH at the higher number carbon which is attached to the primary alcohol. Okay. So what is the basis for the D and L forms? How to determine whether it is a D form or L form? The basis is glyceraldehyde. The basis is glyceraldehyde. The Fischer projection formula for glyceraldehyde is either this one, okay, CH2OH. It is a primary carbon. Okay, this carbon attached to the primary alcohol group carries OH group at the right side and H at the left side. Then it is called D form. D-glyceraldehyde. D-glyceraldehyde. Similarly, it may have the formula or structure like this also. CH2OH, HOH. Okay, we can write this like this also. If OH group is present at left hand side, then it is called or it is denoted as L-glyceraldehyde. L-glyceraldehyde. Okay. So based on these glyceraldehyde structures, we give D and L forms for other carbohydrates also. So here, as it is written as D minus fructose, of course, plus and minus. These denote either they are dextrorotatory or levorotatory, optical isomerism. Okay, right. The fructose is written in Fischer projection formula like this: CH2OH, C double bond O, CH2OH, CHOH, COH, H, CHOH, CHOH. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. Right. This is the structure of or Fischer projection formula of fructose. Okay. So in this structure, the carbon that is bonded with the primary alcohol group contains OH group at the right hand side. So as it has a OH group at the right hand side, it is given D form. Okay. So and it has, as it is levorotatory, it is written as D minus fructose, named as D minus fructose. Okay. It is the sweetest sugar among all the carbohydrates. It has more sweetness. Okay. Right. Of course, this D minus fructose is also having cyclic forms. It is also having cyclic forms like glucose. Okay. And in this cyclic form, it will have furanose structure. Furanose structure. So, okay, this is called furan. This is called furan. Glucose has pyranose structure. Glucose has pyranose structure. Pyranose is a 6-membered ring. Okay, furan is 5-membered ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, among these 5 atoms, one is oxygen and the other 4 are carbons. And glucose is having pyranose structures. Okay, pyran has 1 oxygen atom and 5 carbon atoms in the ring. That is the difference between these two. Okay, we write the furanose structures to fructose, right? So, first we will write the cyclic forms. So, this cyclic form arises due to the glucosidic linkage between second carbon and the fifth carbon. Second carbon and a fifth carbon. Okay. In glucose, glycosidic linkage is first present between first carbon and the fifth carbon, whereas in fructose, the glucosidic linkage is present between second carbon and the fifth carbon. Right. So, glucosidic linkage is present between C1 and C5, right? If we write these structures, CH2, okay, we will write like this: CH2OH, CH2OH. This is the first carbon. Say this is the second carbon, right? OH, CH2OH, COH. Okay, this hydrogen attaches with this oxygen, so it becomes a OH, and OH, HOH, and then HO. Okay, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, and sixth carbon, CH2OH. Right? So, glycosidic linkage is, that is O glycosidic linkage is present between C2 and C5. In glucose, it is present between C1 and C5. It is present between C2 and C5. Similarly, we can write another structure. Here, OH group is present at the right side. So, this is called as alpha D minus fructose. Alpha D minus fructose. Similarly, we can write another structure like this: CH2OH, OH, okay, CH2OH, CH2OH, next OH, HOH, okay, HO, okay, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, and sixth carbon. Here OH group is present at the left hand side. Okay, so in the anomeric carbon. So this can be written as beta D minus fructose. Beta D minus fructose. So these are the two ring structures of fructose. Okay, these can be written as furanose structures. These can be written as furanose structures or Haworth structures. If we take Haworth structures for fructose, Haworth structures for fructose. how are the structures of a fructose. When we write how are the structures, okay, the right hand sided groups are mentioned at the top side, and left hand side structures or groups are mentioned at the bottom side, right? Say this is the oxygen, this is the oxygen. Say this is oxygen is at a second carbon. Oxygen is at a second carbon. So say this is the second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, and sixth carbon. Of course, at a second carbon, OH group is present at right hand side. Okay, so we can write it as CH2OH like this. Next, at the third carbon, hydrogen is present right hand side and OH is present at the left hand side. At the fourth carbon, OH is present at the right hand side and hydrogen is present at the left hand side. In general, hydrogen is written at the bottom and CH2OH. Okay, CH2OH. This is the sixth carbon. This is alpha D minus furanose. Alpha D minus furanose. Okay. Next, if we take beta D minus furanose, oxygen. Okay. This is the second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon. We'll get sixth carbon later. OH group is present at the left hand side. So we write OH down to the second carbon, and here it is CH2OH. Okay, so this is the first carbon. At the third carbon, again same He, downside OH, and top side OH, downside hydrogen, and at the fifth carbon, hydrogen. This is the hydrogen, and this will be the CH2OH. Okay, right. In fructose, how many primary alcohol groups are present? 2 primary alcohol groups are present. In glucose, it is only one primary alcohol group. So there is only one primary alcohol group. Here there are 2 primary alcohol groups. Right. If a question is given like this, number of chiral carbon atoms present in open chain structure of fructose. Number of important for NEET or IIT. Number of chiral carbons. Number of chiral carbons present in. Number of chiral carbons present in open chain structure of fructose. Open chain structure of fructose is okay. And you may ask another question like this: number of chiral carbons present in the cyclic form of fructose. In the cyclic form of fructose is okay. First, we'll discuss cyclic form. It is already cyclic form is there. So here it is one chiral carbon because it is bonded with different atoms or groups. OH, CH2OH. This one is another thing. This O. So 1. Here also this is 2, 3, 4. So in cyclic form 4 chiral carbons are present. Right? If it is open chain structure, then how will be its structure? This hydrogen will be at fifth carbon, okay, OH, and we'll get C double bond O. Okay. Now this is not a chiral carbon. So chiral carbon starts from this one. Third carbon is a chiral carbon. Third, fourth, and fifth. These 3 are the chiral carbons. So in this open chain structure, number of chiral carbon atoms is 3. Okay, they may be asked like this. Okay, okay. Next, in biomolecules, there are other 2 topics, vitamins and nucleic acids. We will discuss them later. Okay, thank you.